It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos.
Next on Madden Football.
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Glad you could join us, everyone. Alongside Brock Hewitt up in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And this contest isn't quite the level matchup that typical good games are born from, partner. One side clearly favored over the other.
Yeah, well, you know where this comes from? A trap game. That's where this comes from.
Yeah.
In any sport, from the NFL to basketball to soccer, playing at home, we know this can be the great equalizer that gives the steepest underdogs a fighting chance, and you can feel it in the building today.
I was going to say, you can already hear this home crowd rallying in support of that upset. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And off we go from Denver. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be let out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Bo Nix entered this league as a grown-up. 61 college starts will do that for you. A ton of college experience. And Bo Nix is a facilitator. When he is at his best, that ball is in and out of his hands in an absolute hurry. If he were a point guard on a basketball team, he'd want to go up and down the court and get it out of his hands as quickly as he can. He's accurate, he's tough, he's experienced, and he's poised for this challenge of the NFL. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Nix from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Broncos looking at a punt on 4th down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. Takes this in at the 25. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, fresh off a 3rd Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Second and 3 now. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action, Mahomes. And that one is dropped. Such great work to get all by himself, but he can't haul in the gimme, and that deep shot is missed. Wow.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Looking right, and he finds him. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronco. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
On target to Worthy. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Again, Mahomes to throw. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Another throw for Mahomes. Brought in by Juju. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Mahomes. And he makes the catch. Did he get both feet in? No! Oh, so close to 6. Incomplete.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a 3rd time for 6.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap to Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Williams now on 1st and 10. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Give to Williams from the gun. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Completed over the middle. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Hits him on the in route. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that third down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Bertolet able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's 2nd and 7. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Throwing from the gun. Kelce makes the catch. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Sent down by Cody Barton.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life. 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to the air, Mahomes. Vacates quickly left side. Oh, he's going to run for it. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11. Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here comes the Bronco offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Nix from the gun. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure, but you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Riley Dixon on the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
Yeah, that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Chiefs leading near the break. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Man in motion here. 2nd and 4. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Motioning the tight end now. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He gets this one to Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Looking to throw Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They're set up at the 35 now. Again, Mahomes to throw. Able to find Smith-Schuster here. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
He sent a man in motion. Another throw for Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And that extends their lead to 14.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Back to throw it. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. So we've arrived at halftime. The Chiefs with a lead so far on the road. Now we'll send things over to Orlando, Florida. Jonathan Coachman on standby, ready to deliver the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
3rd and long for him here. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Broncos get set to take over. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Straight ahead with Williams. And he gets him around 6 there. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Nix with it on 1st. Finds Mims. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. 1st and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. Shotgun snap to Nix. Intercepted in the end zone. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
A second down run by Pacheco. And that's good for a gain of 5. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running left with Pacheco. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Riley Moss with that tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Pacheco gets it from the gun, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes now. He's got him. That's Pacheco. This is ahead for about 5. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Off play action, it's Mahomes. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Second down now, 7 to go. Nix from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Nix off the play action. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Chiefs take over after returning it inside the red zone. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The Chiefs' offense set to take over again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Travis Kelce the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs continue piling onto this lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Desperation time here on 4th. That's complete to Vele. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Chiefs offense out to take over. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Denver ready for another offensive possession. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
He throws a bullet down the right sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs tack on 7 more to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here's Mims. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Broncos offense all set to go. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. They've got first down from the 31. Back to the air, Nix after the pick. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's Nix. He's on the move. He's running with it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Now Nix on third down. Hits him on the out route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Nix with it on first. Brought in by Vele. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos trying to do some window dressing. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Nix. That finds Vele complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. They'll throw again. Nix. It is Cup, left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Has it down close. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Kate, you could hear the roar of the crowd celebrating the touchdown, but not so fast. Catch looked good, but you got to get both feet down as well.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Nix now to throw. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Broncos making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut into the lead by another point. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And, partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we'll see you next time from Denver.